The Gunstars are back in outer space, looking for close counter outlets to let their freak flag fly proudly, nuking a war zone or two and battling out a reckless warfare as they check out the galaxy scene with down to earth aliens. The good guys create intense rivalries and, if fate permits, try something else. Saving the Gunstar 9 planet, or as otherwise its neighborhoods, watchdogs, and people call it, Planet G9, where the moment takes treasure hunters surprise the Gunstars. An evil empire seeks out a god who can challenge G9's status to its fullest extent. The rusty tin corpse with devilish eyes, who is more powerful than us and is god of ruin. Not too many guidelines there, just gold and silver, the destructor. Not to be confused with Chaos, the god of destruction from Sonic Adventure, another vid game Sega sells. Just gold and silver, the destructor, and apocalyptic consequences. Spontaneity is definitely a turnoff. Above all, the best thing in the world is 4 lovely gems at the end of a day-hard night. Colonel Smash Daisaku's army think they are on their way to a magic sack of 4 gems, starting chaos and going through world domination till the Gunstars reawaken. As they wake once more, the family kin feels a bitter wind of changes that no one deserves to feel, to start having chills to fall their way, and more crying out to the blissful heavens. The Gunstars spew out to the timely juncture. "We won't let such a tragedy happen again," said they. "We'll get back the gems and put a stop to the revival of gold and silver. Enemies not messing around is not the most important thing about Gunstar Heroes, but in case gamers are wondering, yes, a god is empowered by jewelry. Old rumors are to be taken seriously by Commander Gray of Axe's warship nicknamed Ark, or a plus-size UFO hovering to infiltrate caliber guns to make out with. They say, revive the god that sleeps on the moon, and he'll guide the most righteous people to utopia. And by that they mean the utopia proposal requires 4 some precious stones, or the 4 gems I've mentioned, which can revive gold and silver and supply him with enough energy to grant wishes to his revivers or righteous people, while stepping upon Mother Nature as the god of ruin till the doomed day goes away. If the myth is true, it's impossible for an empire-led G9 to live out the peace and prosperity promised by Commander Gray in response to prehistoric legends. Villains like robot soldiers and military sarges give our zoning rangers an initial loss. By then, gamers can end up gaining less when foes return to a normal difficulty. Any thug that is balanced or leaves you feeling dead will put your Gunstars into a sort of survival mode. TV screen flashes red by then. And if they stop wiping out bad guys, it's really bad for their general health. With a single 1-up and no instant termination life meter, 100 to 200 plus HP, losing health steadily and slowly will ensure that Gunstars maintain their objective destiny when they pass away here. So the answer to robot reduction is firepower control and more exercise. They need to run outside in the sun to do jumping and running on land. So laid back in a kind of artificial, futuristic Camelot kingdom. But fighting the opposition takes a few hit points away from one's life, like that of many other modern game heroes. Max Payne from Max Payne, Tommy Vercetti from somewhere, Ratchet, Pikachu, Yami, Prince Marth from the Fire Emblem series, Princess Natasha, Roland from Spectrobes, and C. Staying in shape is that simple, ladies and gents. So get those Gunstars out of bed and start exercising. Empire Army is attacking the natives. Save them, says Dr. Brown, lab rat and elderly assistant to the Gunstars. Choose your weapon. You start the game with the weapon of your choice. Choose carefully. Slightly naive of him to assume laser users will swap out 14 weapons, but his advice is correct. The man has never been in a bad position with his universe navigations, but defeated gold and silver maybe once in his entire lifetime. He becomes accountable because of the Gunstars who have treated him as such and depend on him in some way. The Gunstar Destiny, made up of Gunstar Yellow, Gunstar Blue, Gunstar Green, and Gunstar Red, is a more than superior team of superheroes because their efforts are being coached by a competent scientist. From home base in and out, Dr. Brown dresses half of these Rangers up into bandana-wearing punsters, netted clothes, and high-tech gadgets from the comfort of his computer lab, where machines, PCs, and quirky electronic gizmos are telling them G9 is a no-man's land, Brown splitting the geography and futures drama and presenting itself barren and having little of the natural resources. Two Gunstars just rocket out. They pick up so many footsteps off the ground and leap space-bound, forwards and backwards, and can shoot whatever they like. Well, except for pink caterpillar eggs, putting 3 battling tanks and 5 Spartans in intensive means is easy. A little timing and reflexes all. Once more, those pink eggs left over by that gigantic cactus-like creature thingamajig aren't help to the punsters at all. But relax, dozens of droids come marching in with terrorist explosives, which are harmless to the Gunstars. TNT left them. No Nurse Joy or Pokemon Center gives them any more helping hands either, as robots consider bandana-wearing punsters looking like a threat and having some powerful rangers as becoming more violent than a police learning their neon craft and trying to be the exotic enforcement they can be. Are Gunstar Yellow and her brothers paid under the table by a fighting establishment? And if so, can this secret organization buy out paychecks in Gotham's name to Batman and Robin too? As the willy-nilly critic would rejoice such questions, nobody knows. Answer yes or answer no. Attacking the almighty entity shows us that Gunstar's assumed battle means that whoever wins battles doesn't bother to take it back. Their firearms have it handy. Guns get physics, barrels, seekers, laser capsules, and all mod cons to get the landscape back in shape after such rampaging of invasions. Gunstar Heroes boils down to everything in moderation and action, even if it's a brisk risk each time. Any action is better than nothing, slow and steady. This is boom boom doing, but gunfire ammos, force, lightning, chase, flame, laser yellow, laser blue, laser green, laser red, in order, are as swift as a star swift, each with a rate of effectiveness of its own, and they are loaded by good punsters only.